Hi everyone, this is Miss Bedingfield. Welcome back from Easter break. Today we're going to make some baker's clay. I've attached a PDF to the art topic folder so you can find out all the information there. This is just a quick video to show you how it's done. You're going to need 2 cups of flour, half a cup of salt and 3/4 cup of water. For the demonstration video I used half that amount just to make a little bit less. Alright, here we go. In the bowl you can see some items I made earlier. This is how we make them. Mix the flour with the salt in the mixing bowl and add some water. You can add it slowly and see if it can stick together. You start adding more of the water and mixing it round with your fingers and start kneading it. It's a bit like making bread or pastry. So it takes a few minutes to knead it, maybe 5 minutes if you do it really well. You don't want to overdo it because if you do that it can get too hard. Once you've kneaded it into a ball, you can put it on the table and you can start figuring out what you want to make. I'm going to show you how to make a flower or a sun. It's very simple. You can make one ball and then make some smaller balls to go all around the edge. We've done this in clay before, right? Then to join the pieces together, you need to use a little bit of water. So just like we do in clay, when we scratch and attach, we can do this with baker's clay. Except we don't have to do the scratching part. We just use the water and we push it together with our fingers. Make sure you join them on really well. And you can change the shape as you go. And when you're done, you can put it on a piece of wax paper and then make the next item. I'm going to show you how to make a person. Make a little round shape for the head and then make the body. I use one long worm shape for the arms and another long one for the legs. And join them together with a little bit of water. Then this is the fun part. If you have a garlic press at home, you can push some of the baker's clay into the garlic press and make some really cool, crazy hair. You just join it on with a little bit of water, as we did with the flour. You can change your shape. You can add some feet. Maybe you make the arms a little bit longer. You can add whatever parts you need to add. Just make sure that everything joins together really nicely, adding a little bit of water. You don't want to get it too wet. Once that's done, peel it off and put it on the wax paper. I'm using up all the clay. What am I going to make now? Let's see. I'm going to make some long snakes or worms like we did with our regular clay. I'm going to make about 1, 2, 3. Still got some clay left, so I might as well keep going. Keep adding water. If the clay falls apart, the baker's clay falls apart, just add a little bit more water. There you go. We've got 4 long worms now. I'm going to put them together and make a rainbow. Alright, I have a little bit left. Just a tiny bit left, not much. Would like to make a little kind of animal or bird. Don't have quite enough, but I think I can make a little owl shape pretty easily. Little spiky nose, little beak. That could be a little owl or it could be a little mouse. Then move your items onto a baking tray. This baking tray has some parchment paper on. And then it's ready to go in the oven. Alright, put it in the oven. It's going to take about 2 hours at 300 degrees. And an adult's going to have to help you with that part. And then we'll look at the next video about how to paint them. Alright, good luck! Hi everyone. Well, the baker's clay art came out of the oven and it looked great, and now I'm going to show you how to paint it. I know some of you might not have many paints at home, but if you have anything works. I've got some gouache paint here and some acrylic, but you could also use watercolour, tempera paint, anything that you can find. You could also use Sharpies to colour it. Alright, so here is a sun. I'm using some acrylic paint right here. Just going to mix it up. I'm going to add a little bit of water and paint over the baker's clay sun. You notice it's kind of a golden brown colour and it's not too thick, so it didn't take too long to cook. I'm going to paint the whole thing, and you can paint it just like you paint anything else, like you paint ceramics. Like when we glaze our ceramics, we're just going to use paint in a very similar way. Okay, I added a little bit of white because I wanted it just a little bit brighter. All right, so these are some of the pieces that I made earlier. You can see quite a variety of pieces all from that one batch of clay. I found some cardboard and I'm going to cut a piece of it off for the backgrounds. I'm going to make a picture out of my items. You don't have to make a picture, but I just thought it's a fun thing to do. You could just have these as freestanding baker's clay models, but I'm going to just paint a background here and attach them to a picture just to make something that maybe I can put up to decorate my home. Alright, so I'm painting the back with some blue paint. I'm using acrylic again. I'm mixing a bit of white in it so I can blend the sky. I want it pretty simple because it's just a background. So I'm just having a little bit of a blend there. Adding a little bit of water to smooth it out. Alright, now I'm going to make some green. I'm going to add some yellow to that blue to make some green. With a little bit of water, paint the bottom part. So I've got a very simple landscape painting here. Just washed my brush and I'm back with the white. I'm going to give a few little clouds. I'm just going to add a little bit of white on top of the blue there and a little bit of blue on top of the white just to make the clouds float nicely in the sky. You can add whatever you like in the background. Maybe some stalks of grass right here. Alright. Don't need too many details, just something to be a background to lay our baker's clay sculptures on. So here we have a little person, some flowers. I'm moving them around, trying to figure out what looks best. Trying to figure out my composition. I've got a purple cat, flower, rainbow, sun. Got another flower here. I hadn't finished painting it, so I'm just going to add in some yellow petals to my flower. I think the picture would look nice with a bit more yellow, make it nice and bright. Then I'm going to place that flower right there next to the other one. I just realised I didn't do the face for our little person. I'm going to give her some green eyes, little red mouth. Alright, that's enough. What you can do when you're finished is you can also coat these with a layer of glue to seal them. Some artists use Verifane, it's a varnish, to seal them so they last forever pretty much. As these are made of flour and water and salt, they're not going to last forever if you don't seal them, but I think they look pretty good right now. You can photograph your work and you could make it into a greeting card. You can glue these items onto the background and there you have a nice relief painting. Hope you have fun. Alright, bye. See you next project.